Choral Insight, Stories of Choirs. Testimonies of choir directors. Good choir music to enjoy. Choral Insight with Dominic Ansah-Sari. Choral Insight is powered by Mido Productions.
Mido Productions, sound, audio, and video.
Hello, good people out there. Welcome to Choral Insight with Dominic Ansah-Sari. This is your show where I speak to you about choir directors I know, and you get to hear their testimonies of what services Mido Productions have been providing for them. In the seat today to discuss is a maestro by name Theophil Asamoah-Gyadu, the choral director for Gramophone Chorus. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued to this screen and we'll be right back.
Mido Productions, sound, audio, and video.
The first time I saw a gramophone flyer, it was black. I mean black, with a gold or kind of yellow logo on it with the inscription FOS, meaning Fellowship of Songs. Who in this modern day will want to go for old school town fellowship type of thing, whilst people are busy staging concerts? Oh, that was what went through my mind. So I was inquisitive and decided that I will go and see what is Fellowship of Songs. And I made time for it. I missed the first and second episodes. Now the third FOS, I paid them a visit. This time, just as a participant, and not as somebody who was going to provide service. So I sat in the congregation and I was met warmly by a gentleman, a tall gentleman, who said, "Hi Dominic, you're welcome to FOS and we need to talk, so after fellowship, let's meet." But that was Dr. Appa, and that was how I began to work for the Gramophone Chorus. Now, Dr. Appa is the CEO for Gramophone. Did you hear me say CEO? Yes. Theophil and his leaders, are unique. They have some approach to this whole choir thing that interests me. They have a CEO, they have a general manager, and you begin to think that this is some kind of corporate organization. But hey, it's just the same choir that will sing Sola Tido.
My name is Theophil Asamoah-Gyadu. I'm the founder and artistic director of Gramophone Ghana and the music director for Gramophone Chorus.
What people don't know is that Theophil, Andrew of Vocal Essence, and Richard Corte, also of the Gramophone, they were all in MPU choir, Methodist Presby Union Choir. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh. Well, that choir is defunct now. And I just don't understand why the leaders of the two big churches, the Presbyterian Church and the Methodist Church, will not want to allow MPU to function. Some of us were past leaders of MPU choir, and indeed MPU as a student body. Theophil is a smart guy. They had just come out from school, and he was a student choir leader. And MPU was big in those days. And once the Presbyterian Church and the Methodist Church were not going to allow them to fellowship and do things together, it meant that was the end of that initiative. And now Theophil chose to form Gramophone, and the majority of the people in Gramophone really came from the Methodist and Presby Choir Union, MPU choir, that I talked to you about. Now, Theophil could have even begun a small church, you know. Well, this has happened before. Remember Calvary Road singers that tend to become Harvest Chapel today? So we can have musicians who begin and later on then turn into church life. But we're saved that. So those who are Presbyterians continue to be Presbyterians, and those who are Methodists continue to be Methodists. But Theophil now, out of the MPU choir, has gotten Gramophone Chorus. And Gramophone Chorus, in my opinion, is doing exceptionally well. And as a professional procurement officer, I will want to say that Theophil actually succeeded in procuring the right choristers for Gramophone Chorus.
Gramophone Chorus seeks to employ music as a tool for Christian worship, and choral music especially, because we see that choral music has the power to save lives and to change lives and to impact lives. And so we are in to use choral music as a tool for evangelism and Christian worship.
The Fellowship of Songs program is so well carved if you ever attended one. Now, it is one of such programs where I have to combine work and worship. For those of you who know me, I can be quite focused on stage anytime that I'm working. But on that fateful day, I just couldn't help it than to get up and raise my hands and worship along with the congregation. It was indeed and has always been a fellowship. I recommend that you make time to attend one of their FOSs, and trust me, you will not regret. Over the years, I have seen Theophil build himself within the industry. I have met him at conferences. I have seen him at other shows that are not organized by Gramophone, just to pick one or two from other colleague conductors and directors. And I've also met him at other shows where international conductors have come either to have short courses with musicians in Ghana, or probably they are on stage conducting. Now, the result is that Theophil has now become tough and very demanding, and will want to ensure and will insist on certain things anytime that he has a concert. No wonder they have awards up their sleeve. This has paid off.
Gramophone Chorus in the GH Youth Choral Music Awards won the award for the best Easter concert of the year in 2015. In 2016, we won the award for the best Christmas concert of the year. And in 2017, we won the award once again for the best Easter concert of the year.
Theophil's interpretation of certain scores sometimes are dramatic, at the same time contemporary. Let us listen to one or two just to buttress this point. always had so much belief in Gramophone Chorus, but I believe that it was the collaboration that they did with Celestial Evangel Choir from Kumasi at the National Theatre that really proved to everybody that Gramophone indeed was a very powerful choir.
Mido and Gramophone go back about 5 years. Mido has done our sound for our concerts and also our video and even live streaming for our concerts. They've handled our full production for a couple of years now. Mr. Dominic Ansah has been a friend and a mentor to me for many years. Way back in 2009 when I was the director for the Gamsu Choir at the University of Ghana, my seniors had spoken so highly of him, and so we went to him and sought advice on how to put together our production. And he sat with us and he helped us so much, and the production was a huge success. Since then, every year we went back to Dominic. Whenever we had an event of any sort, we go back to Dominic and seek his advice. So Gramophone Ghana is 5 years, and we are preparing to have our biggest concert yet on the 3rd of November 2019 at the National Theatre. And as usual, Mido is handling the production. We want to invite all our family and friends and all lovers of gramophone and all Christians and anybody who loves music to come to the National Theatre on the 3rd of November and witness the performance of a lifetime. We trust that God will glorify Himself and you will be blessed. You can find us on social media, on Facebook as Gramophone Ghana, on Instagram at Gramophone_Ghana, and on Twitter as Gramophone_Ghana.
Gramophone is a very unique choir. They would usually stage 4 FOSs within the year. And at each of these FOSs, you are sure to hear a sermonette. It's a small message. You are certain that they will make an altar call. The choir is not just coming on stage to entertain you, but they certainly want to ensure that you, the audience, you are certain of your ticket to heaven. I don't want to leave here, but time is really what life is about. And I don't want to take too much of your time again. But make sure you like our page before you leave Choral Insight page. If you're watching on our channel on YouTube, Mido TV, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on that bell so you'll be the first to be notified anytime we bring out a new video. See you on the other side.
Together, and all flesh shall